Good morning. We're continuing talking about Sheker. I want to take a little bit of a different take on the midah of Sheker just for a moment. There's now throughout history between different groups of Klal Yisrael, there were some geschmacke anti-Semitic jokes that were made about each part of the Jewish people. And I want to say one of those anti-Semitic jokes that were said by the Litvaks on the Hasidim. I am a Litvak, might as well say a joke about the Hasidim. This is the joke, it's not so funny. So one Litvak goes over to the other Litvak and he says to him, "What are you dressing up as on Purim?" So he says, "On Purim this year, I'm going to dress up like a Hasidic Rebbe." He says, "A Hasidic Rebbe? How are you going to dress up like a Hasidic Rebbe?" He said, "Well, I'm going to put on a stramel, I'm going to put on a bekishe, I'm going to walk around with a cane, a stekin, a fancy cane, and I'm going to be a Hasidic, I'm going to look like a Hasidic Rebbe." He said, "My dear friend, if you put on a stramel, you put on a peltz, the fancy bekishe, and you walk around with a cane, you don't look like a Rebbe, you are a Rebbe." Because Chas v'Shalom, the Litvak was saying, that's all there is to a Rebbe, to look nice and fancy. Happens to be, there's a mashal, which is made into a song, that sort of takes it the opposite direction. That there's a very famous mashal, that there was, I don't think it's a true story, that there was this group of poor people, and they wanted to be able to make a lot of money. So what they do, they had one of them dress up like a Rebbe, and the rest of the group were collecting money for the Rebbe. They're all collecting money for the Rebbe, and of course, the way the story goes is that there was this lady who mamish wasn't what called Gahak Tetzuris. We're going Hasidic stories. Gahak Tetzuris. She went to the Rebbe, the fake Rebbe. She went to the fake Rebbe and she said, "Rebbe, daven for me." And this Rebbe felt terrible because he's a fake Rebbe. And what can he do? The poor lady is relying on him. So he davens and davens and davens. And Baruch Hashem, the Yeshua comes and she's saved. And he's mamish very moved. And the song is very beautiful. Go check it out. Touched by a niggin, it's called. But a beautiful, beautiful song. But the point I'm saying here is I want to talk about two parts of Sheker. Number one part of Sheker is that, of course, Sheker is a horrible, terrible thing. We spoke of a zillion ways. But Sheker is useful towards one person. You know who it's good towards? Yourself. It's good to lie to yourself. How do you lie to yourself? Sometimes a person says to themselves, "No, I'm a loser, I'm this, I can't do anything." No, chas v'shalom. Lie to yourself. I'm a big tzaddik. And a big tzaddik like me, it's inappropriate for me to act this way. A big tzaddik like me, I should be davening much more nicely. A big tzaddik like me, I should be part of the matziv. I should be leading the Jewish people. A big tzaddik like me. It's very, very good to lie to yourself. Good lie to yourself about who you really are. And another area good to lie to yourself, Eli, is also sometimes, this I heard from Rabbi Miller, it's very famous. Rabbi Miller said, sometimes something bothers you and it's only natural to let it bother you. If it bothers you, then you have to get angry, you have to get mad. Sometimes you got to fake it. Fake it. It doesn't bother me. And if you fake it, it doesn't bother me. At the end of the day, it won't bother you so much. I say it too often. Would you rather be right or would you rather be happy? A person who doesn't want to lie to themselves would rather be right. A person would rather be happy, sometimes has to lie to themselves. "No, it doesn't bother me so much. Okay, I'll let the other person take it." So you remember, Sheker is great. You got to do Sheker, but not all the time. The person you should be meshaker to, you should lie to is yourself. Thank you, Mayor. Everyone should have a wonderful day.